Have you guys ever wondered what it's like to be absolute trash at drawing? Well, I'm your man. Looking back on this again, like we always do, I realized her back looks like someone drop kicked her and now she has a permanent hunchback. Today, we are going to be spending 7 days on digital art on the iPad, learning how to draw, how to paint on the iPad, and we're going to see the progress, we're going to show it off, and we're going to see what the hell happened. If you guys are new, my name is Kenny F, and I have not posted in a while. And recently, I had an iPad sitting in my room, doesn't get used, doesn't get touched. And I was like, you know what? Let's low-key learn how to draw on the iPad. I know how to draw a little bit on paper, but not like I'm not good. I'm just an average man at the gas station. But over the last week, I wanted to mess around and get used to some of the paints and try to see how it works, because at first it was tragic, I will say that, but it got better at the end. But let's get into this. Okay, so one of the first days I was looking at this girl that's on a beach. She's just a reference picture, and I was like, honestly at this point, this is me just purely messing around with what do any of these tools do. I'm using Procreate, by the way, so I was like, you know what, let's do the cheese method. Let's trace her and then see if we can paint over her, maybe make her look better. And then when I started painting here, bro, I was like, damn, this looks weird. Got the Nike, got her mouth, and I was like, ooh, why does skin look like that? And then see, this is when everything started going downhill. I was like, ugh, she looks horrible. Yeah, and it kind of abruptly ended, but I just gave up. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And like, I was trying to get, like, I didn't understand, like, the brushes were so weird to me. Like, I didn't realize if you press harder, it does darker tones. I was very confused, I'm not gonna lie. I was tripping, it felt like. But trash! Oh yeah, here's a sneak peek of my sister doing a little drawing. She's like 8 years old. She like backhanded me and she was like, give me the iPad, I want to draw too. And I was like, all right, fine, here you go. There's a dog, bam. Anyways, though, I probably spent a good couple days just messing around with some of the brushes on like random sheets of paper. I kind of just went back and forth, like kind of messing around with it. I'm not gonna lie, I binged watched so many YouTube videos too, like Sam Does Art. Like, I was watching him like from start to finish. Like, my man, I was watching every video. I was just like, okay, how did he do that though? Like, he just makes it look so easy. Like, I was watching so many YouTubers, they just do a stroke. I'm like, that looks so smooth. And then I do a stroke and it looks like this. Okay, well, about on like day 3-ish though, I started drawing this girl here. So we got the face right, more or less. And I think the issues really start to come once I start coloring it in. The actual tracing the actual like drawing on the iPad isn't horrible for me. It's like in the line art, it's more or less the colors for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, my proportions are horrible, but like, see, now once I start getting the skin and stuff in, I was like, it just looks wrong. Like, okay, I don't know if any of y'all out there, but I must be using like the wrong color. You know what I mean? Like, her skin just looks off, and then her hair was just dark brown. And I guess I didn't like finish it totally because like I kind of gave up. I was like looking at it, I'm like, it just looks so ugly. Like, maybe I know I should have probably spent more time and then put like tone and color into the skin and stuff, but like, I mean, you see the progression from the first one at least. Like, with the first one, when I was tracing the girl, I just had no idea what was going on. Okay, so now we get to about the 4th day, and we had this girl. I don't have a reference picture, but I saw a picture when I was scrolling through Instagram. This is a girl, a beautiful girl on my Instagram. Shout out her. She took a cool picture with a flower in her hair, on the beach, and I was like, I want to draw that. So I started, and the line art didn't look horrible. I kind of made her look like a chiseled man, I won't lie. And then, post recording, me watching this over, I kind of realized I gave her the longest neck I've ever seen in my life. See, now me looking at the neck, it's throwing me off a little bit, but at least I'm slowly I'm getting the line art down slowly. But anyways, we get to the painting part of this, and I wanted her skin to be like a little on the darker side with some black hair. But I made the hair look like it was just plastered on, I'm not gonna lie. But this is like the first time I really tried like shading the skin with like blush and darker tones, like shadows and stuff. And she looks so scary. She looks like a chiseled man. But as we let this go on here, I decided to like really add some prominent lines everywhere to make things pop. And I think it's making it worse. Like, it just doesn't look right. Like, you guys are looking at this, right? It just doesn't look right. Like, You know, in my head, I was like, this is gonna be sick. The flower, done all right. You know, add some lines, made a little flower. I think the hair for me is throwing me off. It's just so like plasticky. Like it looks really like stiff. And yeah, I definitely should have like blended the skin or something, like the tones. I used like the at least like, okay, so but this is on like day 4ish, you know. I was trying to mess around with the shadows at least to get used to them more or less. So I guess props to me for like slowly adding shadows and stuff, but like yeah, definitely not my strongest. I did like the eyebrow slits though. They kind of look nice. Added an orange background. It made it look a little better, won't lie. But yeah, definitely, you know, it's an improvement from what we've started with coloring and shading and stuff. I think really just got to put a lot of it together. Okay, so this is actually one of my most proud ones on day 5, I believe. And this girl, I was genuinely proud of myself for doing this. The coloring, the drawing, I was genuinely proud. So anyways, we kind of start with a cubish head shape. And we draw a girl's face. I want about a side angle, kind of her leaning her head on her shoulder. And I want her to have like big curly hair, like really fun hair. You know, looking back on this again, like we always do, I realized her back looks like someone drop kicked her and now she has a permanent hunchback. I didn't realize how messed up her back was now looking at it again. But other than that, I'm proud. Other than the back, I'm proud of it. Yeah, I spent a good while messing around with the face because I realized the cube shape was just not doing it for me. So I kind of messed around, tried to fix up the head, make it more roundish, look like an actual face so it doesn't throw me off as bad. But I wanted her to have some sick glasses, so that was my plan. Right now it's looking good though, you know, it's looking not bad. Yeah, I don't know why I made her back just extend that much, but yeah, as you see, we're getting into the coloring now, and I think I was finally getting the actual skin tone down now. Because I think this is a great skin tone. I got the blush a little bit here. The glasses looking nice. I won't lie. I was proud of myself for the glasses. But honestly, I think the colors were done really well. I took a while on this. You know, the time lapse won't show you everything. But I spent a long time on this. I won't lie. You know, I think if I would have fixed up the back and you maybe liquefy it down, I think this would have been a beaut, to be honest. You know, maybe I probably could have done a little more shadows on the face and made the lips better. But I think hey, you guys tell me what you guys think in the comments. I think I did pretty good on this. By the way, if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe and make sure you also go follow. I made an Instagram for me posting art things, anything YouTube related. It's at KennyArtBoi on Instagram. KennyArtBoi was taken. So I had to use boy as in KennyArtBoi, but instead of the O-I at the end, it's O-I-I. Kind of annoyed, but you know, we move on. So we go to day 6. Okay, so day 6, I want to draw this character from a game that I play as. She has an afro. She's one of my main characters in the game. I'm known a lot for her when I used to play games. And I was like, yeah, let's make her. So I might have taken a step back from my previous day on day 5. You know, the coloring, I didn't really, you know, I was kind of proud of myself because this is pretty quick. This one only took me like maybe 40 minutes. But I think this is really showing me that I was finally getting, you know, mixing tones down and stuff. Because I liked it. I didn't hate it. So I wanted to give her afro, big smile. But her skin is really the big part that's throwing me off. You know, I think I definitely should have chose more colors that made her look literally less dead, like on her deathbed. Like she looks like she's on her deathbed. That's how pale she is right now. I tried giving her blush, but I just don't think I gave her enough, honestly. You know, I think you guys can see that. I definitely did not give her enough. But yeah, you know, overall it wasn't a horrible, but you guys can see the progress, I guess, throughout the days of me. Like at least I'm trying to mess around with mixing things more. But I think I definitely, after I did it, I realized I should have done way more tones and colors. But yeah, let's move on to day 7. Okay, and day 7 is what I am most proud for. I was sitting in class, my teacher boring me, talking about letters, could not care. And I said, you know what, sit next to my friend, I'm gonna draw a girl's eyes and eyebrows. And then, little did I know, it actually turned into an entire drawing. I was just sitting here day 7 like, you know what, I want to draw something, let's just draw some eyes. My goal was I wanted to mess around with blending colors and stuff because I was really disappointed from the afro I drew earlier because her skin color threw me off. So I was like, you know what, let's just draw an entire portrait of a face, basically, like a big eyes. And then next thing you know, I started adding blush, I started adding some shadows, colored in the eyes, and I was like, low-key, this looks really good. Like, you know, at one point you see, hey JJ, I love you, hola, como te va, muy bien. I was just talking to my friends in class, spamming. But then, you know, when I got home, I was like, you know what, let's do some hair too. Like, I'm kind of proud of this. And I started drawing some hair, and I was like, this is looking good. I think I really nailed the colors on this one at least. But the part that was killing me, boys and girls here, was the lip. If anyone has tips on how to draw a lip, let me know, because as y'all can see, the lip was done dirty. I can't draw lips to save my life. But you know, overall, at least I tried. But yeah, I really took a long time on this one. I spent a good couple hours. I really messed around with the shading and just coloring a lot in. I wanted to make her face look actually alive rather than dead like we've been doing before. And I did spend a good amount of time on the lips too. But I think what really helped me from previous days is I added a lot of blush. I don't know, it made her face really like stand out. I thought it made it look actually alive rather than just dead inside. I think the one thing I would definitely change is the lips. I'm just not good at them. But I think, you know, they don't look horrible. Overall, I'm really proud of myself for this one. I think I did a good job. I even added a little heart on the lip because I thought it'd be cool. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me. If you guys watched to the end, 7-day challenge. I've been getting into drawing because I've been pretty bored. Haven't been playing any games. So if you guys like to see videos like this, maybe some fun stuff, react to art, do more art, maybe some challenge. We could do like a 7-day hand challenge. You guys let me know in the comments. I missed y'all, by the way. It's been a while since I posted. Anyone is watching this, I love you. Take it easy and make sure you go subscribe.